Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel, which the name goes by Lucky Universe. And my name is Lucky. Today, I'm actually going to be doing my first YouTube video, so I'm trying to make it as smooth as possible for you guys, okay? So, I'm going to actually teaching for my first video. I'm going to teaching you guys how to become an artist. So, like I am, and other guys are, it's not that easy, okay? So, I'm going to actually do the most basic line at this point. My teaching can actually lead to become a mangaka or any kind of artist you actually want to be in your life, in your art career, okay? I'm actually gonna be guiding you guys through this. So stick with me. How to become an artist. So I have a few tips I can give you guys. This my experience, okay? Because I've been an artist for well over 8 years, but being a serious artist, like when I took my art life seriously, it's been well over 2 years right now. So the first thing about being an artist is drawing, right? Like drawing. So when you talk about drawing, the first thing that comes to your mind is just putting lines. It's not as easy as it sounds, because most of you want to draw something but actually can't put your hand to do it. Like your mind tells you what you do, but you can't put it down. That's something about drawing. You have to actually make your mind actually sees the photo, then your arm actually have to go in line with that photo, just like reprinting. Okay, so becoming an artist is actually training your mind to actually see better, and using that technique of yours to put it in the way you actually draw your lines. So before that, you have to actually know how to draw lines. So get your piece of paper and your pencil, and let's take this exercise together. So when you're actually drawing your lines, you have to actually make it a straight one, as straight as possible. Just draw straight lines close to each other. The fact they're not touching actually tells you how straight your line has become. Guys, the less collision and the less rough it is, like the more straight it is, actually tells you how much you've gone far in drawing straight lines to yourself. So after you actually done the straight line exercise, you go for curve line exercise, like this right here. This curve line exercise will actually make you put up round or curved objects in the future lessons. Just keep it up for a few days, practice as long as possible, practice as much as possible, put straight lines close to each other. If you're done with that, you can actually do random lines and put under random lines in or outside that one. It actually goes the same way it goes and actually touching, which the curve and the straight line should be involved in order to actually reach the next level, for you to actually know where you're going with this, actually go somewhere with this, if I may. So after that, we go to the shapes. Drawing your actual shapes, like your square, your circle, your triangle, your oval. Those shapes are one of the most basic and important ground foundation of art. So your previous practice of your straight lines actually helps you in putting those shapes in the right order. Keep it up. Keep it as long as possible. Mind you, do not use a special effect for this, like a ruler, or if you're going for a digital artist, correction tool. Don't use any of this, because it will actually take you to the best of yourself. To take you to a cheap version of yourself, which when you reach the advanced level, you can actually do much with it. Or for instance, it will take you a longer time to reach, like people actually went the normal way. So no shortcuts, okay? After you're done with the flat 2D shapes, like you see right here, the next level, which I call phase 2 or 3, because I took them in 3 right now, is actually putting them in 3D shapes. For example, take your square, put a few lines on top of it, and make it a cube. Cube are just squares that just happen to be in 6 points mixed together, if you actually know what I mean. A cube actually has 6 parts of a square. So you actually put your mind in a 3D version, you actually see it that way. So you actually find the easiest way to draw a cube. It's better that way, like an easy way, like a really easy way to draw a cube right here. So then you put a circle to a sphere, you put a cone made a triangle, you put this triangle shape here, which I actually don't know what it is. You make a straight line or a rectangle and a circle to actually making a cylinder. Just keep this up because mind you, it's really gonna help. So phase 3, when all those stuff actually come in handy, is observatory and capturing. Every object you see right now, we're breaking down into various shapes. The cell phone can be broken down into various shapes. A car can be broken down into various shapes. Even a human being can be broken down into various shapes. So no matter how complicated something looks, it's been made by various shapes. Everything has been made by various shapes. So that brings us to the fact that those shapes you just learned right now can be used in that. So first, look around your house and actually find objects you can actually break down. Like the easiest way to break down at this point, because you're a starter. So, like for example, take a cup or a table, see the shapes actually make them up, which actually could involve a circle, a triangle, a rectangle, and wherever I can actually make it up. Use that, put down the lines, you can actually see it. So that makes you see every complicated shape in a very, very simple form. That's how art is actually hard, but actually not that hard. The basic line, if what's skipped, you actually get to the hard spot and actually be broken down and give up in time. So that is coming in handy. So first, don't actually go to human figures because that's actually a more complicated version of this. Just stick to object for a while. Just keep it up, maybe a car, a street, a tree. Break things down as much as possible. Then you can actually go for the human figures. The human figures is actually made up of circle, a triangle, or rectangle, or you can actually use an oval. So putting those shapes in 3D form, like turning the circle to a sphere, turning the rectangle into a cylinder shape, can actually build up the human being in a 3D form. If it was built up in a 2D form, you actually wouldn't understand it in a better way. It has to be in a 3D form. Like, we'd actually believe the entire arm of a human being is actually made up of cylindrical shape if broken down. That's how easy it is. So find tutorials, take photo references, keep it up, and you actually see how it is. Maybe I'm gonna do this in my next video, how to actually break shapes down. I'll put that up for you next time. So after that, you can actually put up the next phase, which is finding reference as much as possible is a good thing because you can actually use that to learn more. Like you can use it for your coloring, your anatomy, your shape languages. Put in mind those stuff are very important in your art community, in your art style, in your art life. Okay? So keep it up as much as you can. Maybe be better than me and become an artist someday. Who knows? And that's me signing off for today's video. Please remember, my words isn't gospel, and I'm just trying to actually make you see things the way I actually did in my terms. So if you find a way more appealing, more approachable than mine, please do not hesitate to actually go with this, because I'm not actually gonna force it. I'm just showing you the way I took for it. So everyone is built different, so your own approach to it could be different from mine, and who knows, yours might be faster than mine. I'm just here to tell you what I experienced, okay? So go ahead and smash that like button, and please do subscribe to actually see more of this content, because I'm gonna be posting in I think a week from now. I don't want you guys to miss on that, okay? And see you next time. It's Lucky signing out.